Hey guys, Multiclass Gamer here. Welcome back to more Battle for Bikini Bottom on Xbox. In the last episode, we took on the vast majority of the Mermaid Lair, and we took on the Rolling Ball Arena. Needless to say, I did pretty well. I actually got it on the first try, unlike my original Let's Play, the GameCube version, where, yeah, I think I took over 20 tries or something like that. I took an entire episode, I'm pretty sure, to do this one. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Krabs?
Well done, SpongeBob. Now, how's about giving old Mr. Krabs that shiny gold? I'll give you promotion.
Promotion versus saving the world. What do you think, SpongeBob?
A promotion?
Sure. You'll get a whole extra 10 seconds added to your break time.
Woo! 20-second break! Do I dare? No, I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs. As enticing as that sounds, I can't give this to you. I need every golden spatula I can get.
I understand, boy. I'll just dock 30 seconds from your break time instead.
Wow! That means I have a negative 20-second break. Thanks, Mr. Krabs.
And they thought modern day Mr. Krabs is pretty bad. No, he's not much worse than he was before. Alright, let's go ahead and go get those get the golden spatula from the Mermaid Lair computer, because this loops actually right back to the Mermaid Lair computer conveniently.
I have regained control of the security system. Here is the reward I promised you. You have pressed all the security buttons. Now press the master shutdown button.
So this isn't just any shutdown button, this is the master shutdown button. The master of all shutdown buttons. Whoops. Now I know why it's the master, because it's the master of not being able to hit, essentially. But needless to say, I beat ya. And apparently it turned to its side after you hit it. Yeah, it always does that. I don't know why. Just one of those weird details about this game that you kind of learn after many years of playing it. So right here, this takes us to the villain containment system. So let's go check it out, shall we?
Well, the security system has been shut down, and we got a good checkup.
Hooray for justice in all its multi-splendor glory!
Yeah, well, Justice Boy, you also cut the power to the Mermaid Lair's BCS. That's Villain Containment System.
Is that bad?
Does Mermaid Man smell like sour milk?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, no. It looks like one of the villains is broken free.
What's that? An evildoer on the loose? Who is it? Man Ray? The atomic flounder? The dirty bubble?
No, worse than that. He's your archenemy, Prawn.
Prawn!
Did someone call? Oh, I thought maybe I was looking at superheroes. But now I see it's just a couple of pieces of gnarled driftwood.
Prawn! I'll never forgive you, you madman!
What did Prawn do?
The worst thing you can imagine. He put all of Mermaid Man's white clothes in the washer with a red sock.
Everything I own turned pink! Pink!
How horrible!
Personally, I thought pink made you very pretty.
Really?
Sure, pretty stupid. Yikes. What is that yellow thing? Some kind of mold?
I'm not mold, I'm a sponge. There's a cellular difference. A cellular difference!
Yeah, thanks for the lesson, Dr. Science. See you later, Pinky.
By the 7 seas, Prawn, I shall not rest until you are captured. But first, I shall have to change from my secret identity into Mermaid Man.
You don't have a secret identity, you old coot. Maybe you better take care of Prawn while I take care of this.
I shall avenge you, Mermaid Man.
So, if Mermaid Man's clothes were turned pink, and why wasn't his clothes pink there? I don't know, just a little bit of an inconsistency. So anyways, we have ourselves a mini boss battle here with Prawn. Never mentioned in the entire show, never mentioned in any other video game as far as I know. He might be in the GBA version, I don't know. I haven't played the far enough ahead in the GBA version to know that. I know he's not in the PC version, that's for sure. So yeah, this might be his only appearance. But anyways, Prawn is protected by an invisible barrier and also these disco floors. So the only way to get to him is using a long-range attack. So you have to wait for an opening, and basically that happens after he finishes his whatever this move is, it's Sonic Wave attack or something like that. It's not Sonic Wave. It's like a. Either way, it's basically just have to. I'm pretty sure it's just like a loud wave or something like that. I don't know. But basically, yeah, you have to wait for the right moment, and basically once he stops firing that attack at you, then the disco floor will have an opening for you to use your bubble bowl. Basically, that's all you have to do. Just do that 3 times, and then Prawn is done for. The only thing that changes after each hit is hammers will start to spawn throughout the battle arena. So you'll have to contend with them while trying to avoid Prawn's attack here. But otherwise, it's a very simple battle. It's not much more difficult than the King Jellyfish battle was. Still, pretty cool battle, I have to say. Okay. Anyways, we're done here.
No, not again. This is not fair. I got a frozen wedgie for this. Is this the end of Prawn?
Prawn is safely locked away again, thanks to you, Frankie.
My name's SpongeBob.
Here, I found this in my sock drawer, next to a bunch of pink socks. It's another golden spatula.
Thank you, Mermaid Man. I shall always live my life by your shining example. Let goodness and kindness...
Are you still here?
Alright, well, let's get our golden spatula. Apparently there was an invisible shiny object or something inside in that cutscene, like right next to SpongeBob, because he saw that shining effect right next to him when he was talking. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's it. That is it for the Mermalair. Literally, we are already done with the Mermalair. We did spent what, an episode and a half in here, or two episodes total. Either way, Mermalair goes by really fast, as I said before. So let's get back to Bikini Bob and get our golden spatula from Patrick, and then move on to Sand Mountain. Very fun world, actually. I'm pretty much looking forward to doing it again. But first of all, give me my golden spatula, Patrick, please. Thank you.
Wow, Sponge.
Wow, Sponge. Yeah. Okay, so this is probably something I should mention about the Xbox version. Apparently, some copies of the Xbox version have a glitch where the game will say you don't have all the socks, when actually you do. But for some reason, the sock counter will be off in some copies of the game, preventing you from getting 100%. Rest assured, that is not affecting my copy of the game. I've played through the game once already on this copy, and I never had that issue. But apparently, some people have been having the issue with the Xbox version specifically. So, yeah, there's always got to be something wrong with every copy of the game, essentially, or every version of the console version in some copies. All right, so off of Sand Mountain we go. So you can probably guess what this level is going to entail based off the concept.
Sand Mountain, where sea creatures go to enjoy an afternoon of boiling down.
Squidward, am I glad you're here. I need to borrow your toothbrush again.
What? You've used it before?
Oh yeah, lots of times. I figured if you didn't know, you wouldn't mind.
Fine. What do I care? I'm a wreck anyways. I try and get some exercise to relax from all this robot mess, and now everything is ruined.
Because of a toothbrush?
No, it's those blasted robots. They've taken over the ski slopes. How can I ski with those ugly things beating everyone up? Listen, SpongeBob, you've got to help me. I'm going to lose my marbles if I don't get some relaxation.
I found if you keep your marbles in a bag, they don't get lost as often. In fact, I've got mine right here. It's embroidered with this lovely...
Forget the marbles! I got a better idea. If you get rid of the robots at the bottom of every slope for me, I'll give you one of those golden spatulas.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to beat the extreme fun of marbles.
Okay, I'll give you one for each slope you clear.
Now that's a deal!
So, Sand Mountain is divided into 3 ski slopes. So, automatically, that's already 3 of the golden spatulas right there, is by clearing robots in each of the 3 slopes. So that's all well and good, but also, there's also this main hub area of Sand Mountain as well. There's also 2 golden spatulas I think you can get here too. And so that leaves only 3 other golden spatulas that are unaccounted for in Sand Mountain. Well, we're going to find out about those very soon as well. So we got some bomb bots here, but also, guess what? The game is going to reward you for destroying a beautiful Sandman. With a sock, of course. Only Patrick socks. Also, there are a total of 10 of Patrick socks in Sand Mountain, so if you don't have any going to Sand Mountain, don't worry, you'll have enough at the end to, get another golden spatula from Patrick. It's always worth it to take a hit for that. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going to take on at least the hub area of Sand Mountain before we go to any ski slopes, because there's plenty to do out here. Like I said, 2 golden spatulas and also a few socks. In particular, there is one actually directly below this bridge here. It leads to the second slope. Yep, right here. That's an easy one right there. I found this one pretty early on in my playing of this game. Yeah, I've said it quite... I like to sound smart in my Let's Plays, I'm just saying. Okay, so in addition to... So one thing that really sucks about Sand Mountain is this level is not very nice to your wallet, essentially, or your shiny object collection, or whatever you want to call it. Because you're going to be spending shiny objects to get to each slope. 1,500 for basically every slope. And not only that, but there's also a claim you have to pay out here in the main area. That's 2,500 shiny objects. So that's about 7,000 shiny objects you're spending in Sand Mountain. So, yeah, this is going to put us back down to, I believe, just over 40,000 after we purchase all the slopes and whatnot. So get rid of this chuck here. Now, if you're really crafty, you can actually destroy this chuck along with the other one that I destroyed earlier with just a bubble bowl. You time it just right, put it in just the right spot. So that's really cool. You can also press this button over here. You're going to want to get to that golden spatula on top of the ski lodge there. Welcome, skiers. Yep, welcome indeed. So obviously we need to switch to Sandy. So Sandy is the alternate playable character in Sand Mountain, just like Patrick, because Patrick was in Mermaid and Sandy was in Rock Bomb. So that's all well and good.
Hello, my most favorite friend in the whole world. I found another golden spatula for you.
Oh, boy! Can I have it?
Sure, if you fall down to the bottom of this pit.
Okay, then.
Isn't there a safer way?
It's always safety with you people. I suppose you could bungee down.
But SpongeBob, you're not supposed to be thinking about safety. You're not supposed to be doing any thinking. Plankton's doing all the thinking for you. See that little inconsistency there? Alright, let's get this golden spatula. Let's not delay it any further. For golden spatulas! Alright, very simple. Really don't even have to move your control stick for that one. Not one of the more exciting bungee jumps, honestly. Okay, so for this next golden spatula, I think it's pretty clear what we need to do. We need to make an impossible jump up here from this platform directly below, and yeah, I'm just joking. Very, very lame joke. Let's just switch to Sandy before I make any more lame jokes, and we can swing our way to that golden spatula. So, yeah, the townsfolk are going to act like there are robots even though there aren't anymore, because once again, there is another invisible Duplicatotron that does not spawn any robots. Literally, there's just this one Duplicatotron that was in here earlier that I destroyed already, and yet there's one, for some reason, outbounds that does not spawn any robots. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. And you cannot get rid of it, essentially. So because that, the townsfolk are always freaking out, even though you destroyed all the robots in this area. So, using Sandy, go ahead and swing your way to this second golden spatula, and you'll be ready to start the ski slopes. So looks like we got enough time in this episode for one ski slope. That's all. So that's fine. Anyways, switch back to SpongeBob one more time because you're going to want to be SpongeBob the first time you take on each of the slopes. But a lot of times it'll be these ski slopes. It's worth it to slide down them twice at least. So, anyways, the first slope is Guppy Mounds. So pay your 1,500 shiny objects and get on in there. These slopes are so beautiful. Lots to
I've
look at.
gone down this hill 100 times, usually rolling. Darn kids think it's funny to push me, but if you can beat my time down the hill, I'll give you a golden spatula.
How can you survive, like, sliding down this hill if you're rolling? Like, you're not in control of your actions at that point, so how do you survive? There's so many ways to die on these slopes. I have no idea how Miss Puff could survive, but she did. She got a pretty decent time in the process of doing so, although very specific. I meant 21, whatever. Not sure where they got that from, but yeah. It's a very easy time to beat. It's the easiest one of all, so we're not going to have any trouble with it. But essentially, every single slope has a character with a time that you have to beat, and those are the other 3 golden spatulas of Sand Mountain. So once again, Sand Mountain is again another world that's very quick to beat, essentially. It's pretty much a common theme with these second area levels, but that's just how it is. So we're going to probably complete Sand Mountain in 2 episodes as well, just like the Mermaid Lair. Oh god. Almost made a terrible jump there. Yeah, the button actually kind of messed me up there. But again, Guppy Mountain's really easy. You're not going to have any trouble with it. Usually not even on the first playthrough. But I will show you where all the secret shortcuts are. That'll get you the socks and also get you a better time. Like this one right here. So yeah. Fun, easy slide, essentially. You want to jump on top of these thunder tikis you can and get some extra shiny objects out of it. But also you want to go below those tikis back there to get a purple shiny object. Okay, jump up here and get another sock. Another quick shortcut. And eventually you'll quickly be at the end of Guppy Mounds. That last sentence made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Combining eventually quickly in the same exact sentence. What the heck? Now what's really annoying is that there's 2 buttons behind each of these duplicatrons, and obviously you gotta step away in order to you know, not get hit by the duplicatrons as they're being destroyed. But the thing is, even though you're within range of the button, just because they're behind duplicatron doesn't count you hitting it, essentially. But there you go, that's all you have to do, and even though there are still robots around, you still counts as you destroying all the robots, and thus you have access to the golden spatula for doing so. So make sure you collect your golden spatula, but also make sure to not warp to back up to the top using the taxi. Instead, you want to take your conveniently placed teleport box, because otherwise I'm pretty sure you have to redo the time over again. Might not have to, but I just never want to take that risk, so I never do it.
Congratulations! You passed with flying colors!
So normally this is part where I would replay through the slide as Sandy, but there's really nothing else to get as Sandy on this slide except for like a purple shiny object somewhere. But otherwise it's not really worth it to replay this one. So I would just move on to the next one. But of course, unfortunately, we don't really have enough time for it. We're down to 19 minutes here, so I'm going to end things off here a little, just slightly early. So next time on Battle for Key Bomb, we'll take on Flounder Hill for more golden spatulas and eventually the 3rd slope. And then we will be finishing off Sand Mountain after that. So, see you guys in. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.